everyone. On today's show, it's all about San Diego. Since things are opening up, we're going to give you some of our favorite places to hit in San Diego when you come and visit. We're going to get into that, what's going on with the gay guide, and all that stuff. So grab a drink and enjoy the show. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Who Invited Her. We are San Diego's LGBTQ pop culture podcast. I'm your host Tony, and I'm here with Bash. Say hi, Bash.
Oh, hi, Bash. I thought you were going to insult
No,
me.
I didn't have time to prepare insults like I normally do. I thought, you know what? It's a sunny day outside. I'm going to be nice for once. And Party Bear Eric is here. Hi, Eric.
Hi, everyone.
And Robbie's running the show, like always.
Hey, everybody. I'm here, too.
With your squad shirt on.
It's the Golden Girls.
I know.
Oh, my God.
It's a gay shirt. So today's episode, we're going to get into a bunch of stuff about San Diego. Since things are opening up and the weather's been like amazing and people are starting to travel, we thought it would be a great idea to kind of give you some of our favorite spots to hit up in San Diego when you come here. So we're going to get into that. And then I don't know if everybody's caught up on Falcon and Winter Soldier, but we're going to get into that because it's got some really good, and there's one episode left. One. And then it's
That's it?
And then it's the season finale. Can you believe that? It's like only 6 episodes.
No. Wait. So there's 2 episodes left.
I think so. No, I think the next one
Okay.
is the last episode, episode 6. I think so.
And then it's done.
Yeah, done. And then I think the next movie is Black Widow. That comes out. Is there? I know. So,
Okay.
well, since we're
sounds
talking
good.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, I know you, Bashy, you're caught up on it because I got the text last night. What are you thinking of the series? What did you think when you first started it, and then how it progressed, and the sexual tension between Sam and Bucky?
I
All
mean,
of that.
it's no WandaVision.
No.
But it has gotten progressively better. And this last episode, I'm really fucking hoping Marvel isn't gay baiting us again.
No, it feels
But
like
the chemistry in this, they were giving each other like side looks and like walking around like they're a gay couple.
Oh.
This has to be it.
it's the sexual tension between Bucky and Sam is undeniable. Like,
I mean, he went out there and helped him fix his fucking boat. Like, I was like, that's the sweetest thing. I don't know.
And
Like,
the whole therapy session when they have to sit close and their like legs are like scissoring. I'm like, come on.
that was goofy. But this episode I thought was like,
Yeah,
okay, something's there's a there, I hope.
I know. There's
But like,
something.
I was like, okay, they're probably not gonna. I think it would be cool if they just like show the development of a relationship, and then in the last episode they just make out or kiss or something, and then that's it. And then we cut out, and then
That's it.
I'd be happy.
I know,
with that.
right?
But if they don't after all of this, I'm gonna be
fucking mad.
fucking pissed.
Well, that's how I felt last night because I was catching up on episode 4 and 5. And like you were saying, Bashi, especially in this last episode, episode 5, you're like, okay, they're friends, but I mean, there's got to be a little something there. How can
they're having like these mature, deep relationships about like supporting each other and things, and I'm like,
oh,
I don't talk to this to many people.
Yeah.
Like very few. Like there's only one person that I get into it with.
me
that,
too. Same here.
Like,
yeah.
and I don't know. I just
It has that feel. And you know what else I noticed, especially in the last episode? There was a lot of physical contact between Bucky and Sam, like shoulder touch, arm touch. And it was like a lot that you don't see in regular. Like that's what led me to believe like, ooh, are they gay baiting us? Or
I don't know. I don't touch my friends. I don't touch
anybody. Maybe one or two people. That's it. But the storyline is really cool because one thing I do have to commend Falcon and Winter Soldier that Marvel's done a really good job with this the whole series is discussion of race and how they handle
Yes.
race, and especially race when it comes to the story of the black man, because that's what we see in this episode, in this whole series, the way they handled it, because
It was
it
great
really
because it was
is.
real.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what would have happened. Like they were going through, I don't know who the older
Israel, the
superhuman was.
I
Yes, in
love that
Baltimore.
storyline.
And that is exactly what would have fucking happened.
Mm-hmm.
And he was tested. It had like a lot of references back to the I can't remember the name of the experiment, but where Black Americans were basically like test subjects.
Yeah.
And I think they did a really good job.
They did, the way
portraying it realistically. And then he said the like big poignant line was like, I wouldn't as a self-respecting black man carry that shield. And because he's like, he hates the United States at this point for what they did to him, and he's got a point.
Which is totally understandable. But the other thing that's really interesting that I love that Marvel did with this series is, like in the last scene of Endgame when the original Captain America hands off the shield to Sam, and they kind of briefly one line kind of deal with, I'm handing it off to a black man instead of doing it. And that's all you hear. That's all you hear through the movie, because they got to cram so much info and storyline in it. So it's really nice in Falcon and Winter Soldier to see that completely fleshed out and see Sam struggle with it over the 5 episodes. I thought they did that so well.
But my hope is that Sam realizes, like, yes, that's a perspective from the older generation, but I need to represent the people who need that figurehead in front of me and just say, fuck everybody else. I'm Captain America, and just go for it.
Yeah.
Because they do need that. But the handing off of the shield thing, I think there's like a deeper thing. Yeah. And this is like my gay mind trying to like fill in the gaps. Because I think Bucky was in love with Steve the entire time.
I do too.
And we all like back in the Captain America films. Okay, Eric, I know I was knocking Captain America, but I do think that you should go back and watch it because it's going to set up a lot for the show and you're going to like it.
Okay.
But Steve realized, like, hey, Bucky's probably, into me, but I'm not, I can't, and I love him, but I can't return those feelings. And I think him handing the shield to Sam, he's like, this is who you need to turn your attention to. I want to set my friends up because this is somebody that can return that.
Oh my God, I never thought of it that way, Bash.
And I want to, I think Steve was trying to plant the seeds between the two of them and say, like,
okay,
I know that you've been chasing me for a long time and you have this, you've put me on a pedestal and I'm Captain America. Well, this is the person for you. And that's why I'm giving it. So I think it's twofold. That. I think it's for Bucky to find somebody, and it's also for a black man to represent as Captain America, and he sees him as fit to wear the shield for both cases. Do you think
maybe it's just our gay fantasy that we're reading into?
I hope not. I hope not. Yes. And I'm like, I hope that they
Eric's like, yes,
because they've been setting up
and
for
they have. You're absolutely right. The other thing that's really cool is what I'm wondering what the Marvel Universe is going to do. Are they setting up for the Dark Avengers? Because the guy that's playing Captain America now, that character Steve, I do too, but he becomes U.S. agent in the comic books, which is a darker version of Captain America. And then the other character, Thunderbolt Ross, the guy that heads one of the organizations, he becomes the Red Hulk in the Dark Avengers. And then from the Black Widow movie that's coming out, her nemesis in that film actually becomes the kind of tie through of the Black Widow version in the Dark Avengers. So I'm wondering if they're setting it up for that. Like the Avengers go up against the Dark Avengers versions of themselves.
Oh, they probably will.
I don't know. There was a lot with Winter Soldier and Falcon that I'm like, God, they're getting into a lot of the Marvel stuff, which is really cool to see.
Two canon questions though. So, did Bucky ever have a girlfriend in the comics throughout his history? Because I could not find anything on it.
Yeah, I don't remember him ever.
And Sam had a girlfriend, but that was like in the 50s versions of... And Sam does become...
Huh?
Right? Sam does.
I love how you're whispering like nobody's gonna hear.
I know. I'm on a podcast with
like you're not
I
on a
know. He's
podcast.
like, you guys. Nobody's gonna hear it. It's a secret.
But he does end up becoming Captain America, right?
I think so. Yeah. It's been a while
Okay.
since I revisited the comic books. You know who I really like in the series? Sam's sister Sarah. I love her in the series.
I do too.
Yeah.
And then Twitter was jumping on like Bucky was flirting with him, but I was like, she was looking at him like, who is this girl that my brothers brought into town fixing our fucking boat? You know, like, I don't think that was flirtation. I think they were just like
Clocking each other.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Like,
who do you think, Nino or Bashi, who do you think the broker is? That's this new villain that they haven't said, but they're setting him up to be like the big boss.
the one that Steve's ex-girlfriend's granddaughter was talking about. I have no fucking
I think
idea.
it's Thunderbolt Ross is who I think is
I don't know who that is. I'm not that cute.
Oh, he's one of the heads of one of like the government organization. But there's other speculation that what is her name in the series?
I can't remember.
That agent, I forget her name, but
Natalie?
she's the broker. So there's like many theories. You can go online and go into a K-hole of the Marvel universe, and it never ends.
Mm-hmm.
Never ends.
I do like this series.
I do.
I like Wanda more, but this was very well done, and I like that
Should
they
I watch
brought,
it?
Yeah,
You should, but you need to catch up on all the Captain America
With Captain
first.
America.
I would
first.
definitely.
You need
recommend
to-
it, Yeah.
This one more than WandaVision. I think you need to be up to speed on all
for
the
sure.
on all the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
All right.
But I also love that they brought the Wakandans
I
back
do
in.
too.
They looked fucking amazing.
But what a cliffhanger at the end
They're
of
so
the fifth
badass.
episode. We don't know what's in the freaking suitcase. The new.
I know. Well, I know what. I think I know what it is.
Don't tell. I did. Well, okay. What do you think it is? What do you think? Because it was
I
such a
think it's a
cliffhanger. I was like, oh.
I think it's a Wakandan Captain America suit.
I think it is in a combination. I think that's what it is. I think the Falcon is gonna go to the other kid, the guy that took the wings. I forget his name in the Hispanic kid.
Oh,
He's
yes,
gonna become the new
yes.
Falcon, and then Sam's gonna jump into the new Captain America with a whole new suit provided by the Wakanda. That's what I think's gonna happen.
Because he took the wings. Didn't
He took the wings. Sam said, "I'm done. Like pretty much, I'm done with it," and he walked out.
Ooh, I
And
like
took the shield
this.
instead.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I love that. I'm starting to. I really hope they make out.
I do
though.
too.
If they don't make out,
I
I'm
am so
gonna be
with you
fucking
on
mad.
this.
I just want them to be in like a final, like over the top fucking 2-hour battle, and then they're both just find each other out of fire and then just kiss. Like that's all I
And
can
then
hope for.
the series ends
Please.
right there.
And then that's it. That's it. That's it.
I love that. I'm so happy with it. When I first started Falcon and Winter Soldier, I was a little like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to be down for this. But I think the key that makes this so appealing is the relationship between Sam and Bucky. And those two actors together, their chemistry is just so good. And they're hilarious.
Nuts. And they're good friends off
Yeah.
screen.
And I
so-
think it reads on screen.
Yeah, I know.
So hot.
They're so cute. They're so
They
cute.
are. It's so good. I like it. Oh, you
Well,
know
and
what?
the-
It was a surprise, Bashi, is Julie Louis-Dreyfus coming in as Valentina.
Oh, I fucking died.
Wasn't that, like,
I was like,
so-
oh my god, she's amazing. And she like just picked up her character from Veep
Yep.
and went with it. And I was like, please
But
stay in the
I
Marvel
did
Cinematic
not
Universe.
expect her to come in. I wasn't.
She's
And
so
she
fucking
comes in
awesome.
like just a bulldozer with that scene
That's
and
awesome.
leaves. So it leaves the audience
Yeah.
like, oh, who is this new character? And she's amazing and a badass. You know what I mean?
I do think now that you mentioned Dark Avengers is that they're setting up for it
Maybe.
because there's like the Shield camp, which is
Yeah.
the government, and she seems like the private corporate
Yeah,
side of like
so Valentina, the
Blackwater kind of
character, she was part of Shield and dated what's his name? The lead of Shield. Samuel L. Jackson played him in the movies.
thing.
What is this?
Nick Cage.
Yeah, I think it is, right? Nick Cage, yeah.
Yeah,
I can't
I
remember.
think
Why
so.
could I blank?
Wait, did I say Nick Cage is an actor?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage? No! What the hell? Oh
Hold on,
God!
from
Why can't
Face
I
Off?
think of the name of the character Samuel L. Jackson played the lead for Shield. I know everybody listening is probably yelling out their headphones.
I know it's something Cage.
Oh God! Well, whatever.
Nick
Fury. God
Nick
damn it! I
Fury,
couldn't remember
Nick
for the
Fury.
life of me. But in the
Yes,
comic
sorry.
book, they
Okay.
dated for a while. The character Valentina that Julie Louis-Dreyfus plays and Nick
Ooh, I love
Fury
it.
were a couple in the comic books. And she's got her characters all has been in the comic books for a long time. But she's like a super agent type of thing with Shield. So
I want Samuel L. Jackson to have his own movie.
I
in the
know
Marvel
that
Cinematic.
would be really really
like just
cool.
go completely,
just ape shit.
Yeah, I want to see him just let loose on it.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
It's good. If you guys have not watched it, go check out Falcon and Winter Soldier. I really enjoyed it, and being a comic book kind of fan and the whole Marvel universe, they did it really well this season. They really did. It's a good show. But I want to get into some of our favorite stuff about San Diego. I know. Since the weather has been great and people are starting to travel and take trips, I thought it would be fun to kind of give our personal recommendations of places to go in San Diego, not just in Hillcrest, but throughout San Diego and stuff you should see as if we're planning like the perfect San Diego trip for you. So
you mean to be gay guides?
Gay guides, yes, which we're gonna talk about. Wow, Eric, look, she woke up.
Bring it
back. There you go. So let's cover Hillcrest first, get that out of the way, and then we're gonna go through different neighborhoods and kind of go from there. What do you guys think? Yeah, let's do that. So in Hillcrest, let's start with food. If we're just talking Hillcrest, what are your two number one places for Mexican food? Because that's the one thing people come to San Diego for is Mexican food.
Oh, that's a good question.
So in Hillcrest,
okay. Who wants to go first? I have many opinions on this.
Go, Bash.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Vicinidad is probably my favorite little taco shop, and that's on Fifth Avenue by number 1 on 5th. So that's like a good little spot, an anchor restaurant around there. I did find an amazing new taco shop that just opened up this year on University and 6th Avenue.
Really?
So like right when you're getting on the freeway entrance to the 163. It's called TJ Taco, and they do birria. Holy, I ate 4 pounds of birria.
Wow.
It was just like, we were just sitting there and eating. It was so good. You guys got to check it out.
I saw that it had opened, but I hadn't visited yet. So I'm really
so worth it. So cheap. It's like $4 a taco. They also have like the ones where they turn the tortilla on the cheese and like get that nice crusty. So good.
Do they sell alcohol there or no? Or is it just
They do not. Okay. So it's just a food place.
So you can get really drunk at number 1 on 5th and then walk down
and then stumble over
and get some tacos.
And it's very nondescript like looking, which means it's really good.
And it's just a super sweet family. Like they were so nice and hospitable and 10 out of 10
for me. In Hillcrest, it just depends on what kind of Mexican. If you want to go for like kind of not real Mexican food, but you want environment and solid drinks, I would say Baja Betty's.
I would
because you don't go there for really the food, you go there for the drinks, because the drinks
however, that queso
queso dip with chorizo and beef. Oh my god, that's the best one. Seriously.
And I love the guacamole where they do it in the cart and prepare it.
And I also like Robbie went last week and they have keto tacos, which is the fried cheese for the taco shell. Yeah, they started doing that.
Oh yeah, Betty's will do that. Yeah, they'll make your tacos keto style. So if you're not gonna eat the tortillas, they just grill the cheese and turn it into a taco, and you can get shrimp or beef or chicken, whatever you want.
Nice.
Ooh, I'd rather.
I know, right?
So does Rubio's.
Rubio's does that now too. Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
So when I go, I always get the skinny margarita, and like 2 of them, I get a very good buzz because it's literally all tequila. They put like a splash of lime and like soda.
Yeah, those are all good.
Ortega's.
Spots.
I'm gonna throw in. So after the bars are closed and the like burrito places that are open afterwards, I like Roberto's, which is kind of like between 5th and 4th. Yeah. And then what's the one across the street from like Kind of Riches where the Starbucks is?
Lola's.
Yeah,
Lalo's. Sorry, Lalo's.
Lalo's.
Is
yes.
good.
Lalo's has a great mole burrito there.
They do?
Yes.
Oh, I've been looking for some mole lately, and I haven't been able to find it.
So,
and it's a burrito?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
not
shit,
as
okay.
good as Al Zarape, the taco shop, not the restaurant that's on Park before you get to Park and Adams. Al Zarape, the taco shop, is probably my second pick for really good Mexican food because they have such specialty burritos. Like their surf and turf burritos, so good there, and they've been around forever. Like
they're scallop tacos.
Oh yeah.
Mwah.
Yeah.
And the thing I like about both Lalo's and Lolita's is they use like actual chicken breast instead of like the because I'm not a big fan of the dark meat chicken.
Yeah.
So like a lot of taco shops, I mean, we'll have both, but maybe it's just because I'm a white guy. But it's what I like about both of those places.
Did you mean Al Zarape or
No, Lalo's does, Lolita's does.
Lolita
what
55 is really good, that taco shop.
Yeah, and what I like about El Zarape, the taco shop, is they have a lot of vegetarian options, like with soy and fish. And
what about like ratchet ass taco shops that you're getting at 2 a.m? Because I have to give an honorable mention to La Fuente.
That was going to be mine too.
I have to say their California burrito is one of my favorite because they have crispier fries instead of just like the soggy, potatoes.
I heard La Fuente was going to close.
They're still open.
Think they're still open. I like La Fuente because the 2 a.m. show when everyone comes in drunk from Riches is so entertaining.
It's so good. It's like
all the drunks sitting out
2 a.m. dinner and a show. Then the final one, one of my favorite taco shops in San Diego because it is just so haggard but it is good and cheap is La Posta.
Oh yes, they actually
on Washington Street.
La Posta because they're only cash only still, right? They have the best bean and cheese burrito. Like their beans are freaking ridiculous there.
They have very good everything there.
It's so good.
But it's mostly because I'm completely
exactly.
I have one more to add.
Eric.
There is
God.
I know now that we're talking about it.
This isn't Hillcrest.
This could go on forever.
There is a seafood taco truck in the parking lot of Target South Park. Marcisco's.
Oh, yeah.
It is phenomenal and so inexpensive and so good, but I never know when it's open. That's the only hard part. Like the hours are always wrong on Yelp.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
So
good luck,
since
everyone.
we're still in Hillcrest, and I think I know what everybody's answer is going to be, but if you were to recommend, let's say your top 3 bars in Hillcrest for people to visit, what would they be?
Oh, fuck, that's tough. Oh, they're all just so unique.
Yeah,
so true.
It depends on the person
and the mood and the people you're with. I would say.
Yeah.
But I would definitely, like we always say, Moe's is an event and an experience that you will always have a good time there for sure. I personally really enjoy Inside Out. I really do.
Too. I think that's in my top 3
because it's such a chill environment, and the staff there and Paris, who is the general manager, all of them are so amazing, and their specialty cocktails
are so good.
We had gone there. Well, we had gone there 2 weeks ago, and it was the first time the 3 of us had been there since the pandemic, and we all ordered like the drink, like our signature things that we love. And mine is the horchata brew because it's coffee with the what is a medieval
rice.
The brewery in San Diego. Medieval Times? No, that's the restaurant.
What?
I know. Now that
Modern
times. Thank you, Eric. So it's that, and then I'm thinking, I know it started with an M, and then when I was saying,
jousting each other.
And then when I was saying it, I'm like, no, Medieval Times is not right, but it's still coming out of my mouth.
I wonder if Modern
so
Times should just open a theme restaurant like Medieval Times, where it's just like influencers posing for selfies and like
exactly. But I love their horchata brew there. That's like my favorite drink that I always get when I go there. What about you guys?
Mine is the Smooth Criminal made with mezcal. It's like a Negroni but with mezcal. It's amazing.
I think I second that one. Yeah, I had that last time. It was really good.
How about bars for you two? Like, where is your go-to if you're going to recommend places in Hillcrest for people to drink that have never been to San Diego and you want them to get the whole feel of our fabulous gay community, our LGBTQ community?
All the ones you mentioned are up there. I do love number
I
one
do too.
in the normal times.
I would add that. Yep.
And
so seedy. I love it.
I had a really good time at the Loft that one weekend.
I did too.
Yeah.
It was
really
pretty
digging the Loft.
entertaining people watching, and I was never really a Loft person, but I really liked it.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really, really did.
And
then
Sundays at the Hole.
It's the Hole in the Wall now.
I haven't been there in 2 years, and I do kind of.
I do like HBC
Yeah.
for the beer because they have the stout the really dark stout that I like at HBC, and you can get really good pizza there. What, Rob?
I was just saying it's Hillcrest Brewing Company for
yeah,
those that aren't
Hillcrest
in the
Brewing
know on what
Company. I know
HBC.
Hillcrest Brewing Company for sure. Any other ones for the Hillcrest area you would suggest for people to go to when they come to San Diego?
I mean, Rich's is a staple.
Yeah, they're out there.
That's such a good club.
Yeah.
Flicks. I mean, we're just listing off all the bars.
all of our favorites.
It's a Sophie's Choice. I just don't. I can't.
And then you have Uptown,
specify
and of course Gossip Girl. I love going to Gossip Girl.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a bar I didn't like in Hillcrest except one, and it's
which
no
one is it?
around.
Which is it?
I'm not going to say it.
What does it sound like?
How does it rhyme?
Yeah, come on, Vashi.
Shmeesh, smash, smash, cash me.
Are you spelling burnt toast? What's going on? I'm worried.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. No.
Hashima, what? Huh?
There was one that was very young and annoying, and I didn't like it.
Oh, Fiesta Cantinas. I'll say it, Fiesta Cantinas, which is like a hobo camp now. That's what it is.
Jesus.
I mean, I lived here for 2 years and I never went to it.
It was very young, but they had a lot of, like, the drinks were good. The meat for the tacos was very gray and weird. It was an interesting place.
Weren't the drinks were cheap,
They were cheap,
right?
yeah.
That was
They were really
that was
cheap.
the appeal.
So
I've had really good times there. It's just that it wasn't my cup of tea all the time.
So outside of Hillcrest, is there any other places you guys would recommend? Let's talk food first, and then we'll get into drinks.
No.
You're like, absolutely not. Like, because we have a lot of good places
going?
in North Park, South Park that I think are great.
Let's go neighborhood by neighborhood, because we're just going to list off everything if we
let's
focus
do our
on
neighbor.
one.
Let's do North Park. That's right up the street from Hillcrest, and it's
there's
so many. Pax is a great bar there. I love Red Wing. I do really like
Red Wing.
100%.
Red Wing. Yes.
I used to go here a lot in college, so if you're younger ish, U31 was like the big dance spot with my straight friends, and I still felt comfortable there. And Livewire. God, I forgot. I used to live across the street from Livewire. That place. Oh, Lafayette. You can always go to Lafayette, and their pool and the bar at the pool is so nice. That's another place. If you're coming to San Diego and you're looking for a hotel within Hillcrest, North Park to be really central, Lafayette's great, I think, especially after the remodel. Well,
what did you hear?
Consortium bought that.
Didn't they? Yeah, they're going to redo it now.
For $125 million, I think.
What?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see what happens, because Consortium is a very great restaurant group, but they're very high end. Okay. And I hope that the charm of the Lafayette still stays intact, because it's always been like a very local San Diego 1950s hotel that hasn't changed too much. It is very haunted. And the pool party is haunted by the ghosts of relationships ruined by gay pride pool parties.
True. No, that's true. Oh gosh. But I love. Okay, so for food in North Park, I do love Crazy Burger because they do a good burger. They really do. If you're looking for a burger place, that's kind of mom and pop shop. Yeah.
I do like Crazy Burger, but they lose to the Friendly.
Oh, the Friendly's really good. That's a good one.
That shit is like crack on a bun. I have one on the end of my alley, and I can limit myself one burger every 2 months, because if I didn't, I would be huge. It is.
I don't even know how you can go 2 months. Like
it's
I
very
go like
difficult.
once a month.
So for people not in San Diego, Friendly is a burger place here in North Park.
There's two. There's one on 30th and there's one on University.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Definitely go check.
ahead,
I think
Rob.
they're honestly one of the best burgers.
Yeah.
in
I
San
was
Diego.
actually going to say I've never tried it, but I heard they have like frozen custard too, right? don't they?
Maybe at the pizza.
Am I thinking of a different place?
Maybe the pizza one.
But is it better than Hodad's? Because Hodad's is
really good.
Oh
I
God,
like
I fucking hate Hodad's.
I love Hodad's.
Rob loves Hodad's.
I was so pissed off with Hodad's. I don't.
What do you think of Bueno Forchata in South Park? That one, everybody.
Forchetta,
whatever the fuck.
We need to like work on some consonants with you because that was just a.
Well, yeah.
I haven't seen something that butchered since the Red Wedding and Game of Thrones. That was...
Oh god, yeah, Buena, whatever the fuck it's called.
It means good fork, right? In Italian.
Good
bash.
Yeah. Yes, it does. They're excellent.
The one in South Park is always busy, and that's the one we usually go to. And I like the food there. If you're looking for Italian,
I like that one. And then
I liked Hamilton's Tavern. They had the best grilled cheeses there.
They're another good. The Red Wing has pretty good food.
Yeah,
too, for
Red Wing's a great burger.
Yeah.
Any other in North Park that you guys can think of?
Well, it's not really North Park, but it's kind of that way. Fortunate Son for Chinese, I've mentioned before. And then Polite Provision, you can go and drink at the bar next door and order Fortunate Son and eat it at Polite Provision, which is really cool too.
So if people are coming to San Diego and they want to check out the beach community like PB La Jolla, what would you guys recommend for food out there?
Okay. I'm gonna speak on Megan. I'm gonna speak on Megan's behalf because I don't go to PB.
Miss Meg,
however,
miss her.
The local is an excellent establishment.
Yeah, the local.
And Megan is very good friends with the owner there, so that's a great spot. That's about all I know about PB and Mission Beach.
Wow, that was in depth.
But I'm going to pivot us south, and we're going to go to Ocean Beach, which is one of my favorite neighborhoods.
OB Playhouse is out there.
And OB Playhouse is out there, and the owner of the local also owns a place called Wonderland that is just beautiful. And the food is really good, and the drinks are excellent, and it has an ocean view, and I really like that spot. And the South Beach, which is across the street from it, also has very cheap tacos and a full bar and also an ocean view. So those are my two spots in OB that I love.
Rob, what's the German place that we go to in OB?
Kaiserhof.
Yeah, I like
I do like Kaiserhof. That's a little bit of a fucking experience.
It is fun. It is like real fun. I like
that place those are the places I love in San Diego.
Too.
They've been around for a millennia. Ancient location. And I really like that spot.
Yeah. Okay. So this is another question for you. If you guys are planning the perfect San Diego trip here for somebody that didn't know, what would it entail? Like the attractions they should see, maybe events they should check out here in San Diego. What would they be for you guys?
I would point everybody to Barrio Logan.
Yes, I was just there a couple weeks ago. Like I was telling you, doing that art walk. They have so many really, really good breweries out there, and food.
I think if you want to get a true like local experience, it's a neighborhood that is militantly protective of themselves. They do not want gentrification moving in, even though it's kind of snuck in a little bit. But it is a very Mexican neighborhood. And spots over there are Barrio Dogs, which are like the bacon wrapped hot dogs with like what's the corn called? I can't. Why am I blinking on this shit right now?
Elote.
Elote, yeah. So they have really good.
You mean
elote over there?
I'm getting hungry.
They remind me of Sonora dogs, is what they're from Arizona. When we go back to see my family in Tucson, it's kind of the same, like a Sonora dog. Out there is where the Barrio Dogs remind me of.
But by far the best taco shop in all of San Diego.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Hands down, Salud,
yeah.
In Barrio Logan.
Yeah, it's really good.
And if you really want to get crazy and wait in the line, Cuatros Milpas over there too. Very good.
All of those are really good, Bashy. Nice.
So I'd pick up some tacos and then head across the bridge to Coronado and go to the beach.
Yes, check out the Dow Coronado. It's historic and haunted too. But if nobody's been to the Dow Coronado and they first come to San Diego, it is stunning, especially at night with the lights on and everything.
I like going there for Christmas because I get to go ice skating on the beach.
Yeah, which is so bizarre, isn't it? Because they literally have an ice skating ring right there on the beach during the winter, which is so bizarre to me.
Weird.
Yeah.
It is. Coronado's a strange place, but
it's a little island out there.
I like
Me
it.
too.
Yeah.
I would recommend definitely if you've never been to San Diego, check out Balboa Park, especially with all the renovations they've done. I agree. Run through the park every day because I live right next to it. You have to check out San Diego Zoo. If you don't, because now with all of the remodels and what they did with it, the zoo is and you could drink at the zoo.
Have yourself a really good time and stop by a dispensary before you head to the zoo, and then just take a nice, quiet stroll and enjoy the animals. And they also have a full bar in the center of it and beer that you.
That's the one thing with the whole zoo that I really, really enjoy now, because I've always gone since we were a kid. Because Bashy and I grew up here, so the zoo's like a staple here in San Diego. But now when they opened to do the brew, like the beer serving and all of the seltzers and all, like
I love it.
Changed the game.
It's like the best thing to do if you don't want to go to the beach.
You're so right. And then especially getting high and going to the zoo. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Don't get belligerent. No, just a little bit,
relaxation.
Just have a nice time.
Yeah, and the layout for the zoo is like you spend all day there. It is so nice. I love it.
And it's a nice fitness kind of thing. So there's a lot of hills and shit.
I like how on one of the episodes, Bashy said the zoo, San Diego Zoo, is where the retired animals go. Now, if you're looking for a younger crowd within the animal kingdom, you want to go to Safari Park.
I just think it's so funny. It is the nursing home for the animals in San Diego.
I love it.
The elephants are like 60.
Yeah.
Lions are like 44.
They all talk about their IRAs, 401ks. They sit around repping gay on each other.
Talk about the weather.
Yeah. You go to Safari Park and it's like riches.
They make fun of all the TikTokers. Tiki-taki? What is this?
Tiki-taki. The book with faces?
Rawr.
What's that? Yeah. But yeah, no, the zoo, I would recommend Safari Park. Definitely SeaWorld. I've always loved SeaWorld.
I love SeaWorld.
I always have. I like it.
Really?
It's fun. I like it. And the roller coasters are like ridiculous, but fun.
I don't know. I don't know.
Also, too, what is really cool to walk in tour is like the Star of India, that whole area down near the bay.
And then Embarcadero.
Embarcadero too.
Oh, I'm very familiar with the Embarcadero.
I like the Embarcadero.
If you do come to San Diego, try to get yourself some cross tickets next year when everything's open again in either March or September. And go to a big fucking music festival and watch the sunset.
Yeah, right there on the bay. The other place that I cannot wait till they reopen and start being back is Humphreys by the Bay, because they get a ton of really good artists there.
Oh my God.
And the venue is literally on the bay, and they have it's such a good venue to see a live show. Yeah, Humphreys.
I want to check out our new shell.
I was just gonna say that.
Yes.
So the San Diego Symphony built a new, like, very small Sydney Opera House on an island.
Oh, I love it.
But I want to go during Comic-Con because the San Diego Symphony always plays the entire score, nonstop, strings, flutes, everything, full symphony. But like they were just sitting there playing for hours and hours, just doing like Star Trek when I went, and they did Jurassic Park and Star Wars, and like so amazing to see a film, and they're just playing the entire score. I don't even know how they get like
the licensing and all that.
The movie. Yeah. No, but like, how do you obtain a movie without the score?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a way for sure. But the one thing with San Diego when people come here is we do have like the best weather. Hands down.
Outdoor. You should not be inside.
No,
in San Diego.
Absolutely not. If you come to San Diego, 90% of the time you need to be outdoor, and there's tons. And if you're into hiking, there's so much hiking, especially if you start going to
Potato Chip Rock.
Oh, well, I get it for people who've never been to San Diego, but if you live here, you're so tired of hearing about Potato Chip Rock.
I'm so fucked up. I've never been there.
I have. It's really cool. I like it. I like Mount Soledad.
But there's like a line of fucking influencers. Just to get a picture.
I know.
But I'm waiting for the day that thing's gonna finally fucking snap.
You're horrible. Just right. He's like, snap.
They should be putting some kind of limitations on it, though. I hope it's not getting destroyed out there.
I know. Who knows?
I don't know.
If you're looking at Mission Trails, has a bunch of really good.
That's the one I like.
Because I like
Cowles
that it feels
Mountain.
like a real hike. It's out in the wood, like kind of out in the east of San Diego. So if you're looking for hiking, there's tons here in San Diego that you can do, especially near even Cleomaca area, Cleomaca Mountain, all of that area too. It's tons of. I like going out there.
What about the La Jolla hikes, like
Black's Beach? If you come to San Diego, that's a staple. We have the nude beach. Black's Beach and it's a nice beach. I like it.
It's a nice beach. It's a very nice beach. I think it's the prettiest beach in San Diego.
Yeah, I agree with you too. What's your other beaches? Beach.
My bitchy beach.
I was gonna say, and I caught myself. What are some of your other favorite ones in San Diego that you would say?
I like Silver Strand.
I do like Silver Strand. That one was cool because you have to pay for parking.
Yeah.
There are a fair bit of Trump people that are just camped out from all over the country there, but it's a quiet beach and it's nice if you don't want to do like too insane crowds. Just don't go like 4th of July weekend.
So I would say for people who are younger looking for a very active beach experience, I would say PB, OB. I like OB because OB is more chill than PB. Ocean Beach.
Yes.
That's where the stoners are.
There is a risk of stepping on a hypodermic needle, but it is the
very big risk. Rob, you know what? It's time for a little break. We're going to hear from Rob, and guess what he's going to talk about? Guess.
I can't imagine.
I cannot.
This is his favorite part of the show.
Oh, God.
I don't think
it always turns into a complete mess.
Let's try this one more time, Rob. Let's take a break and go to Rob. Okay. Go ahead, Rob.
Well, on Who Invited Her, we are not all about the boys because, ladies, we got you covered too.
We do.
We do. Hers is a health and wellness brand that helps women take the stress out of taking care of themselves. Women juggle a million things, and booking appointments, sitting in waiting rooms, and waiting in pharmacy lines are at the bottom of the list. Hers offers access to high-quality medical care and products from acne to female hair loss, birth control, and a lot more. They will connect you with FDA-approved treatments backed by science, and they see results where other treatments fall short. So you ever want to go to a dermatologist but stressed out about figuring it all out? Hers provides access to customizable prescription skincare from the comfort of your own sofa without the hassle of going to the dermatologist's office. Hers is customized acne care powered by doctors. When you've tried everything else, it's time to try prescription strength. Hers offers a customizable prescription strength cream that, if appropriate, can be prescribed based on your skin needs. And better yet, visit our website right now and get a 90-day money-back guarantee. Try the product as directed by the provider for 90 days, and you get your money back for any reason at all. Plus, right now, you can try these products out for only $10 a month for the first 2 months. Did you know that?
Wow.
Try Hers today by starting out with a free online visit. Go to whoinvitedher.net/hers. That's HERS. Prescription products are subject to medical provider approval and require an online consultation with a medical provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. See the website for full details and safety information. That's whoinvitedher.net/hers.
Yay, Rob, you got through it. Beautiful.
We are getting a lot better, don't you think?
You are. I just
think
I don't have to talk
Yeah.
during that. I do like I said last week, I use the Hims skincare stuff and I really, really like it. I've been using it for a couple months now. Mm-hmm. So when I take the filter off of this camera, it looks exactly the same. I tried to say that with
It
the
does?
say the face.
Does it?
Yeah, are you sure?
Does it?
Shut up. Oh my God. But yeah, those are some of the best places in San Diego to come. When you come to San Diego to visit, there's a ton of stuff always to do in San Diego. I feel there is, especially if you're into the outdoors and just being outside. Just come to San Diego. It's wonderful.
I just like that we can be in. I love those days where I'm like coming back from Palm Springs and I'm in desert and then alpine mountains and then like backcountry and then at the beach in 2 hours.
Right?
Yeah.
Where the fuck can you do
I know.
that? Just LA and here. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And I know I feel so bad for the people that deal with snow and having to deal with cold. We never get that here. Even
you could if you want.
Yeah,
but
you can go to the mountains. But even on the coldest day, it's like what, 63 degrees. So I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, but those are some of our favorite. I know you don't know how. Some of our favorite places here in San Diego to visit when you come to San Diego. And since we were talking about the gay guide, I wanted to ask you guys' opinion about this because it has been all over social media. And for people who don't know what we're talking about, the Bachelor star Colton Underwood came out as gay. He came out, and then within an hour or a couple hours, he announced too that he's doing a Netflix series called Gay Guide, where Gus Kenworthy, the Olympian, is his gay guide. And the whole show, the premise of the show, is following Colton Underwood's coming out and being an openly gay man. And he gets his little gay guide to show him the ropes in gay life. I have no interest in this whatsoever to watch it. I think it's stupid. I'm good for him. He's living his most authentic life and all of that stuff. But wasn't he like accused of like sexual assault and stuff? Does anybody like?
No, I don't think it was that bad. But
it wasn't assault. It was stalking.
Yeah.
He put a GPS tracker on his ex-girlfriend. Was it girlfriend?
Allegedly.
I didn't get a gay guide. I wanted a gay guide. What the fuck?
I just think there's so many different parts of the community we can be focusing on. And I
agree with you.
I don't feel that this is authentic at all.
I don't either. It's too white men.
I don't want to shit on anybody's coming out story, but it just feels a little bit like
a stunt. She's a
commercial
stunt queen.
So this to me feels like very old school PR. Like, we're gonna put you on Good Morning America, then we'll announce that there's a Netflix a few hours later, and then we're gonna do this, and you can talk about. It's like the way it was all set up just sounded so old school. Of like.
I know. I was sitting there like, is this 2004?
Right?
Like, what the fuck is happening?
It really bothered me. One. It's just two cis white male. Nothing wrong with that, but we have enough in media and pop culture and representation on TV, film. Why another representation of that within the community when there are other people within the community, the trans community, gay community, lesbian community, pan? Why not feature those people on a show? It would have been more impactful to society and I think pop culture if it was about the trans community and maybe their journey and put it out there at a bigger audience so people can get a better understanding, because that's the community who needs a lot of support and just visual being out there and in the public exposure and
normalization.
Yes, exactly.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I would rather watch something surrounding those communities, not only because I think that it's a good learning experience, but I think a lot of people are curious and that would help normalize things.
Yeah. Well, we did have Kate why can't I think of the name?
Caitlyn
Jenner.
I don't want to see a celebrity being portrayed.
No, give me a real person.
I want to see a real person go through it.
Like real gritty, no, don't Hollywood it and TV. I want the real.
That's what I mean by a real person. I mean, obviously he's a real person, but I don't want to overproduce thing. I want to see what people go through.
Yeah, the Hollywood filter. I want that off and just like raw, real.
And also, I think lesbians have been getting shorthanded.
Yeah.
I haven't seen fucking anything in the media that portrays them in a cool light or like gets people insight into their, it's just the stereotypes of like a U-Haul and a butch girl.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see
all the facets,
what a real community looks like. And we don't really have too much exposure.
No, not at all. No. But I just, with this show, just the premise of it and the way it came out, and I just really, I have no desire to watch it. And honestly, I don't care. I don't.
I also absolutely hate anything related to the Bachelor series.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a question for you too? Do you think this is like maybe Netflix and the creators of the show and maybe PR like, oh, this isn't, we're really not gearing this towards the LGBTQ plus community. This is for straight people to become comfortable with the idea of this Bachelor straight guy coming out and he needs a guide, and it's kind of like playing to a straight audience of giving them a guide through the gay experience, I guess you could say.
I thought about that, and I was talking to my friend Lily in New York about this earlier too. And she, one thing that came to mind was like, okay, let's look at the Bachelor audience.
It's all women mostly.
And a lot of them are pretty like, not exposed to gay men, or they have a stereotype of them, or they're the woo girls at most, like that's the MO. So maybe this is something that's kind of like putting the gay, community in their eyes to be more respectful and exposed to, but I don't think they're gonna do a good job. I think it's gonna be like a goofy reality show where they're just going
stereotypes.
to like, I don't want to see that. I want to see people. I want to see people who aren't exposed to our community actually exposed to real people in our community.
Yeah.
And it's problematic if you don't have the community supporting that.
Yeah,
exactly.
And Eric, you've been following this story all over social media, and the gay community, the LGBTQ community, has not been supportive of it.
Not from what I've seen.
They've been supportive of Colton Underwood coming out, saying, good for you, live your authentic life. But when it comes to the actual Netflix show, what I've seen is there hasn't been really any support for it.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I don't want to prejudge anything before it's out. We could all be surprised.
I know, it could be
and
like
maybe they'll
really
go
good
through and be like, it could be
new
an
Tiger King or
exquisite
something,
piece of art. I just don't think it.
I don't either.
I mean, anything that's done by The Bachelor isn't really the most high quality, life-changing type of television.
I think we'd have a much bigger contribution if Falcon and Winter Soldier made out.
Thank you. Yes. Full circle. Now the producers and creators of The Bachelor are now talking about doing an LGBTQ plus version of The Bachelor, which I am not for. I don't either. I think it's stupid.
Didn't we have that with Lance Bass on Logo like 7 years ago, 10 years ago?
We did?
That was terrible. It was not very good.
It was so bad. I hated it. Oh man, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I'll probably watch the first episode just to make sure I was right about it not being good.
Then tune out.
Yeah. The other thing that came out this week that was all over social media is Nicole Kidman. There was pictures of her that came out that she's portraying Lucille Ball in the biopic, and people are not happy about it.
Why not?
Well, one, they think she's totally miscast as Lucille Ball, and everybody's like, that should have gone to Deborah Messing. She looks like and so the pictures, I'm like, they'd have pictures of Nicole Kidman as Lucille Ball that they snapped, and I'm like, she kind of looks like her, but I'm like, I don't know why they cast her.
She's not a physical comedian. Like that's not her specialty.
And there was an episode of Will and Grace where they parody I Love Lucy, and Deborah Messing played
Did she kill it?
She was like,
I don't remember it.
I was like, she looks almost exactly like her, and she has the physical comedy that Lucille Ball did.
Okay.
So that's why I was like, I don't know with this Nicole Kidman.
Did Deborah Messing audition?
I don't know. That would be interesting to know if she did. I'm sure that she was thinking about it, or I wonder why they chose Nicole Kidman. That's my question. I don't know.
Star power.
I don't know.
You know what would be kind of a funny movie is like an updated Lucy movie.
Like how?
I don't know. Just like they're having to deal with modern HD.
Like set back then, like the whole I Love Lucy black and white, but they're dealing with problems from 2021.
Sure, exactly.
I would be like into that.
I think we're kind of getting into that with the whole WandaVision vibe. I like the 1950s aesthetic. That would be funny.
It does, especially after the horrible year we had last year. Anything that brings some kind of joy and like that kind of feeling of wholesomeness feels kind of good right now in a way.
I would not want to live in the 50s.
I'm not saying not to live in the 50s, but something that feels not so doom and gloom.
Okay.
And that's what I liked about WandaVision. It reminded of these TV shows we grew up with that we would escape to kind of get out of our everyday life. But they still talked about stuff that was going on, and it was still a little heavy. So I'm okay with that.
I started I started younger, and they completely just skipped over that COVID happened.
They did?
Like, it didn't happen in that world.
They're like, we're out.
Which I was like, this is kind of interesting. I kind of like seeing a world where COVID never happened.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
Would you not be down for it, Bashi?
I think shows can treat COVID, especially comedy shows, in a way that would be somewhat funny.
Yeah. And I've seen a lot of that, but I've actually not seen a show that has just pretended it never happened.
I know.
It was weird.
Huh. So it's like 2020 and COVID doesn't exist?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's 2021 and COVID never
happened.
They
just skipped the whole year. They're like, fuck it, we're gonna get out of here. Oh my
it was
God.
Odd.
So would you guys pay to see a one-woman show in the London's West End that is all about Alyssa Edwards?
Why are you doing
no
one? Do I have to go?
No, but that was funny. But she is opening her one-woman show in the West End in London. Can you believe that?
Really?
So Alyssa Edwards is doing a show?
Yeah, Alyssa. It's called Alyssa Memoirs of a Queen.
I would totally go see it. I love Alyssa.
I think
she's so
weird.
wacky.
I would totally watch it.
I love her.
So it's her dancing and doing all that and telling her life story from a kid growing up and being this fabulous international star.
I can see it.
You know why I want to see it, and I think it would be hilarious because she's so self-delusional that it'll come across on the stage and it'll be highly entertaining.
Yeah, I agree. I would totally pay money to see that.
Oh my God, I would too, actually.
She's one of my favorites, actually. I really like her.
If you had to do a one-person show, what would yours be titled?
Oh.
What would your...
I'm sorry.
Jesus, seriously.
Mine would be Keep the Receipts. Get your money back. That's what mine would be.
I think mine would be called the working title for Who Invited Her. You're Standing in My Sunset.
Yeah. Remember that was the first name we were throwing around for a while when we first started the show.
We were going to talk about all of the things that piss us off in San Diego.
I've never heard that. I had no idea.
When I first came up with the idea for Who Invited Her, the first person I had approached was Bashi. And that was kind of the first idea was what if we did? And then Bash came up with the You're Standing in My Sunset.
Because we live in paradise, but there's so many fucking aggravations throughout the day.
And then it kind of...
It's a little negative.
Yeah, and then it kind of evolved.
It is.
Do you remember, Bashi? So for our audience, there are 4 lost episodes from when we first started recording.
The practice
Yes,
runs?
they're full 4 episodes we've never aired where we just got completely hammered.
Blasted.
And it was we
were just slurring on air.
It was bad. It was. We should we've always said we should
probably put them out there. Yeah, I know. Just but
oh my God, I'd be so
embarrassed.
embarrassed.
Can I just say, thank God we changed the name because Tony's Bash and I came up with a really cool name. You're Standing in My Sunset. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? I'm like, can we come up with something a little catchier, maybe something you actually say when you're out with your friends? And I'm like, don't you usually say God, who invited her every time somebody walks through the door?
Say that a lot.
And I'm like, thank God we changed it.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's a much better brand.
Yeah,
it was a working
It
title.
was cute. And we were so nervous back in those days. It was nice. But the other big thing that came out, did you guys see this? And Bashi actually brought it up before the show. The new Olympic outfits that Tommy Hill. I know.
Oh, I hate them so fucking much. They're so ugly.
Okay, for our podcast listeners, Bashi, describe these outfits for our podcast listeners who may not be watching the YouTube video.
Okay, they're all white. They look like yacht uniforms with popped blue collars, produced by the biggest white cis straight male designer in the industry, Ralph Lauren. And I was talking about this with Lily today. We were like, why couldn't they get somebody of color to do these outfits, or get a designer that's coming up and innovative to give them a shot? And do something cool. Instead, we're left with like this fucking boomer Team USA outfit that looks like somebody just stepped off of a yacht in Newport, Rhode Island, and it's ugly.
I hate it. That is like country club, upper crest, privileged.
But they are getting skewered on Twitter.
Yeah.
They look.
Go ahead.
They look comfortable. I'll give them that.
They look comfortable.
It's Team USA.
I think it's so ugly. I hate it.
They're so fucking ugly, and I don't like Ralph
I
Lauren.
don't either. I'm not a fan. No.
I was even
also. There's not even really. There's like one maybe person of color.
Maybe, and that's a
big
shot
that they
maybe.
gave.
All of the models are white.
It's a questionable.
shot, yeah.
Like maybe he's Asian. I can't tell, but everyone else is definitely white. That's very
it's
weird.
ridiculous in this climate and like what we've been going through for the past. Well, I mean, what's been really coming up in the past year and a half, but really what's been going on for quite a long time. Like, these are fucking stupid mistakes that Team USA shouldn't be making.
I know. They need. It's bothersome. I don't like it. I wanted to give me something like loud and obnoxious. I would have been happy with that.
Somebody on Twitter wrote, it looks like the Team USA team is coming to close down Team Canada's summer camp and build a mall.
Right,
and that's exactly
it does.
what
it exactly looks
it
like
does.
that. Oh my god! But yeah, they could have done better with those freaking outfits. But you guys, that is our show for today. We made it through it. We got through it. Gave you some good stuff to do when you come to San Diego.
Your gay guides.
Yeah, your gay guides. We'll be your gay guides when you come to San Diego and you want to check it out. Who was your guys' gay guides when you grew up? Did you have one? Mine was Bette Midler.
Ooh.
Mine was terrible. It was Eric and Danny.
Oh God, I remember.
They took me to the Eagle. Was the first gay bar
Yeah.
I'd ever been to. I was like, this is what this is like. I don't want to do this.
They took you to the Eagle.
Yeah, it was terrifying. It was like 20.
Wow. I remember with little old Bash, little young Bash way back in the day. How about you, Eric? Did you have a gay guide?
I was my own gay guide, I think. I like went out by myself like a couple times and then made friends, but
just like you did here.
I don't think just like I did here.
Oh my God.
Oh, I know. But something good that's going to be coming up. We're going back to recording in person and no more of the Zoom shit. Since we are all vaccinated on the show, we're going to be back in person recording all of us together once again. And I'm hoping Miss Megs comes back for that. Hopefully she can make it work out. But we're going to start that in about a week or two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we're not just we're all fully vaccinated.
Yeah, fully vaccinated. So we're going to start doing that. And should we tell everybody what's happening with Bash? Since Eddie kind of hinted it. Go ahead, Bash.
I guess. I'm leaving
San Diego.
And moving to Washington, D.C. Probably during the summer.
Yeah.
But I'll be around for a while and probably afterwards too.
Hopefully. So the plan is when Bash does make that big move to DC, he's still going to zoom in and we're still going to have him on the show. So he's still going to be a part of it. So we may have some new co-hosts dropping in, some of your regulars that have been popping in throughout the season, maybe on more frequently.
And what I was going to say is,
ahead,
send us an email or drop a comment on who your favorite co-hosts are, and maybe you'll see them more often.
Yeah, on the show. Or yeah, but
my plan is working. To get rid of you all one by one. Rob and Tony, you're next. It's just going to be a show about me, just me.
This was Eric's plan all along. He's like, check, got rid of that one. Got rid of that one, you bitch. Oh my God! But how do people find you, Bashy?
I'm at @SayMyName _Bash on Instagram.
Yeah, and how do people find you, Eric?
I am Party Bear Eric on Instagram.
And you can follow me on Instagram. It's Tony _baloney_macaroni. You can follow the podcast at Who Invited Her _podcast on Instagram. We are Who Invited Her SD on Twitter and Facebook. You can go to our website, whoinvitedher.net. We have merch on there. You can find the hymns link there to get all of that good stuff. But we will be back next week. Also, we are on Out at TV every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And then you can tune into my other show, Film Springa. We do that every Friday night at 8 p.m. on Out at TV. I got to remember all of it. So yeah, tune into those. Check out at TV. They got great programming on there and all of that good stuff. And we will see everybody next week. Go out and enjoy the sun. Enjoy your